Hey, boys and girls, it's Hyperdellic. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Star Wars Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper 40th Anniversary Edition. Warning, choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years, for children 4 years and up. That's me. That's probably most of you. It's by Kenner. It's not really by Kenner. You know that. We're going to take a look, shoot around to the back. Ooh, look. You can tell this was a Christmas present. I still have wrapping paper on it. This was from my wife. And I mentioned in a previous video that my wife went on a toy hunt to get me a Stormtrooper. And I love her for it. It is it's going to be one of my favorite gifts of all times, I'm sure. And I'm going to cherish this specific Stormtrooper for the rest of my life because of the story behind it. Like, it's funny. My wife also got me a battalion trooper. I can't remember what exactly he is. He's one of the Gamer Series ones from the Clone Wars. He's really cool too. But she was like, well, if I don't find any other ones, at least I got this one. And then she got this one. I was like, yes. My wife's awesome. She doesn't necessarily share my joy of action figures, but she kind of understands me. She gets it. Like, she likes her things. She's got her niches she's into. She doesn't dislike Star Wars at all. Like, she's definitely a sci-fi nerd. She would tell you she likes Star Trek, as if that's supposed to be an argument. You can like both. Anybody can like both. It's okay to like both. But no, she does. She likes Star Trek a lot more than Star Wars, and I can respect that. I like Star Trek as well. I like Star Trek a lot. Sometimes I wonder if I like Star Trek more than Star Wars. The comments are going to start getting heated. No, I love both. I love both. But this is wonderful. The card art is cute. Like, it's awesome. It's very cool. I think that it's great that they do these like archive or whatever, Black Series figures. I'm like I said, I'm smitten with the fact that I have a Stormtrooper now. So without further ado, I'm probably going to speed up and play some music for you. Oh boy. Enjoy. This is for my wife. One Saturday, I took a walk to Zipperhead. I met a girl there and she almost knocked me dead. Punk rock girl, please look at me. What do you see? Let's travel around the world. Just you and me, punk rock girl. We're just gonna come back in. I'm having a hell of a time getting him to stand up. He's got some very stiff joints, but holding him in my hand, I am super happy about having him. He is very cool. I'm gonna have to throw him in some hot water and work these joints a little. But you know what? Let's take a look at him bit by bit. And in order to do that, we're going to zoom in. All right, now, that is a Stormtrooper. He's pretty. He's got a little... Man, I can't even see that with the naked eye, but I can see it on camera. Camera always adds things that aren't necessarily there, okay? I mean, it's there, but nobody usually sees it with the naked eye. See, like, you can see there's a couple of little spots here and there. I mean, it's a completely white figure. I'm going to give him a little bit of leeway on that. Okay, I can clean those up, no problem. I'm not going to be worried about it. But here, we'll stand him. We'll give him a nice little standing up. That's what he looks like. Push his head back. That's as far as he's going. Push his head forward. That's where he goes. Can he go side to side? A little bit. Looks like a nice little confused Stormtrooper, right? Like, hmm. I mean, that's a Stormtrooper right there, right? They're idiots. I love Stormtroopers. My favorite Stormtroopers were the ones from Mandalorian when they had Grogu in the bag. Oh man, I kept saying, I was like, those two need to have their own series. I know there's like a web series that somebody does independently. That's it's pretty funny, but it's not the same as like having the legit, canon stuff. All right, so let's take a look at the rest of his articulation. When we go to the arms, he has a butterfly. Okay, this is a fairly modern figure. Let's see. This is a 2020 stamping from Hasbro, SA, China, LFL. There's his other foot. It's all the good old Hasbro stuff. I just, oh man, having a Stormtrooper in my hand is like so cool. He is such a good looking figure. I really like it. Okay, so again, butterflies, right? He's a relatively more modern take on the Stormtrooper, obviously. He's gonna go all the way around. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to accidentally jack up the shoulder pad. It looks like it's got some give and whatnot, but action figures. Action figures are gonna action figure. All right, so what else is he doing? There's no bicep cut, but the elbow is way better than 90 degrees. I mean, look at that. That's definitely pretty good. And I mean, he gets some pretty good arm articulation. That's not bad. I mean, obviously it's on a swivel, so it'll go around. And then we've got the hand. He's on just a regular pin rocker dealy, right? No ball or anything like that in there. Come over to the diaphragm. Nice. Works in well with the uniform. Anytime you can add articulation into a break that naturally occurs on a figure, it's an awesome opportunity. And I'm gonna guess, but I was wrong. This waist does not articulate. Okay, this is your only waist articulation. Well, I don't know. I guess that kind of makes sense. God, I love that helmet. All right, so let's go down to the crotch. Ooh, that's it. Ooh, man, Stormtroopers cannot get their yoga pose on. No yoga posing for Stormtroopers, okay? He can't do that. He stops right there. It looks like he's got standard Hasbro kind of articulation. So, I'm going to guess that if all of this wasn't in the way, he could probably yoga pose. He could probably do the splits, no problem. But his legs do come forward all the way, and all of the cuts and everything kind of let that occur, right? Does he have, I'm going to guess that this is, yep, good old Hasbro. Right there, they've got hip articulation. That's good. Again, I said, like, anytime you can hide it, it's so cool for the figure. That's what makes this such an outstanding figure. Like, not that it's a Stormtrooper, that I freaking love Stormtroopers. I mean, who doesn't love freaking Stormtroopers? but just to have, I can't even put into words fully what the experience of holding a Stormtrooper in your hands just feels like to me. All right, so let's see. How far back can he go back? He can go back that far. You are not going to kick some butt. And you know what? Honestly, do Stormtroopers ever kick butt? No, they do not. No, they do not. They usually get their butts handed to them. All right, so move that forward. And what is that? Is that like a ball? I don't think this moves. I think it just moves at the foot. So, he's not super crazy, highly articulated, but they sneak in articulation in some spots that kind of count. And I think that makes up for the lack of like higher articulation. You know, I didn't take a look at his other hand. Yeah, he does. He's got a gun posing hand. So this one, it rocks up and down on the pin. And this one goes in and out, right? It goes out like this, in and then out. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not good on the camera. There we go. In, out, in, and this one goes up and down and up. Now, he comes with a blaster. Not like it matters. I mean, stormtroopers can't hit the broadside of a barn. I love the stormtrooper jokes about it. It's like, it's so good. Like, memes are fantastic in the Star Wars community. Does any of his stuff come out? Hey, good job. They didn't do that to like the G.I. Joe stuff that they do where all the clips come out. Oh man, I don't think I've lost any yet, but I'm sure I'm gonna. You know, it's just, it upsets me. All right, so we're gonna pose him up. Did I finish the articulation? No, I didn't finish the articulation. I did show the knee. It bends better than 90. I mean, yeah, I did show the knee and the foot. Let's take a. We're gonna pull it back a bit. Let's take a look at this sculpt. Now, as you can see, I got. I'm not even gonna show his face. Now, there's something different on these knees. Oh, because this one is a New Order trooper. That's why. Okay, I get that. I don't know why I didn't realize that, but yeah, he's a New Order trooper. See, New Order trooper, standard old school clone trooper, or not clone trooper, Republic, or not Republic, Empire era trooper. His knees are different. He's got different, things going on in the armor. Okay, I mean, that makes sense, I guess. He's a trooper. And I mean, there's not a lot of paint apps, but there's a few here on his belly. Let's go around. And he's got a little bit on this canister on his back. I don't know what these are. Are these like supposed to be like some sort of backup air tank or something for them? Like, what the heck is that? I've never figured out what the heck that is. He's got some like, this is like soft good part, attached to the belt that, flaps down. Look at that. I mean, the contrast of a stormtrooper is just so cool. Like, that black and white is just so, it's stark, it's harsh to you. It's not maybe harsh is not the right word. Bold to the eye. There we go. We got that on there. But it stands out to the eye. It looks nice. It makes your eye go, that's good. That doesn't sound right either, does it? That's nice. That's a joke that's only going to make my wife laugh. That's real nice. Nice. Thank you. Oh, that's nice. Oh, if only you knew. Oh, hey, there's something to speak about. This armor piece is a separate piece. I just pop that on over it. Okay, that's cool. These shoulder pieces are attached too. But yeah, I can't say any more about this, but it's like I want to, because he's just, it's such a good figure. I like stormtroopers. I love Star Wars. I do. I love that whole, like, it's like the good guys versus the bad guys, and like, they are so obviously the bad guys. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Stormy. Yeah, what do you want, Hyperdellic? Hey, why don't you tell the folks what to do so we can get out of here and they can get on with their day, huh? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Right over here, you're going to hit the subscribe button and you're going to turn on notifications to all. Okay? You want all of them notifications. And then right down here, you're going to hit that like button. I'm not really sure why he is Southern right now. Usually they're like Australian or, croaky, or like some sort of a weird space version of British, right? Like, they like mix up Scottish and British and everything. Like, cracking, I don't know what the heck that was. I was throwing in some weird glottal sounds. Maybe they do some clicks like, I don't. You know what? I might have just cussed somebody out in some kind of Swahili or something. I hope I didn't. And if I did, I'm very, very sorry. But you know who isn't sorry? Probably the Stormtrooper. They don't care. They're just doing whatever they're told. Just like the Nazis. See, you get it? They're like space Nazis. Nobody ever like says it. It's just like inferred. They're space Nazis, okay? There, I said it. Everybody knows now. The Empire are space Nazis. The Emperor just doesn't have a tiny little mustache. All right. Goodbye, kids. I love you all. Thank you for coming by. Hit the like button. Leave me some comments. Tell me about your trooper collection. Do you have a crud ton of like just plain Stormtroopers? And if so, how many do you have? What is your favorite trooper? Do you prefer the old school Stormtrooper? Do you like the New Order Stormtrooper? Do you like female Stormtroopers? I don't know if there are any. I don't think I've actually seen too many female Stormtroopers. Honestly, that's maybe something long overdue. No, they can't. Because you know why? They're space Nazis. All right, kids. This has been Hyperdellic. See you later. Space Nazis. Ah!